from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at noon.
Breaking news this afternoon, the Leech Lake Tribal Police Department is searching for a man who is considered armed and dangerous. Hi, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Callie Hubbard. Andrew Matson is wanted in connection to a controlled substance sale investigation. Authorities tried to arrest Matson on August 12th in Cass Lake, Minnesota, but he escaped on foot after a short chase. Police say that he even fired a gun during the chase. Matson is a white man, about 6 feet tall with green eyes. If you see him, call 911 right away and do not approach him. New at noon, authorities in Pembina County are warning the public about a high-risk sex offender now living in the area. 38-year-old Scott McGarrell is now living in Bathgate, North Dakota, which is just northeast of Cavalier. McGarrell has been convicted of a crime against a child in the state of Oregon. Level 3 sex offenders are considered the most likely to reoffend. Let's check in with meteorologist Justin Fanfarelli.
And good afternoon, everybody. We are still seeing a lot of cloud cover, especially into the Southern Valley and into Lakes Country. And unfortunately, we haven't stayed completely dry because there are still some showers around, especially into Lakes Country. Let's take a look at where we are seeing the shower activity right now as you make your way from portions of Becker County and portions of Otter Tail into Wadena County. Some showers stretching up toward Park Rapids, just south of Bemidji. Other than that, we are mainly dry, more sunshine as you make your way into the Northern Valley and northwestern Minnesota, and some more sunshine from Jamestown points off to the south and west. This activity will continue to move off to the east, and we should see a nice clearing trend going through the afternoon, as if there's clouds where you are now, it'll turn mostly sunny. Temperatures across the region staying cool into the upper 60s and lower 70s as the wind is very light or calm, mainly from a north or northwesterly direction. And with the clouds and the northwesterly wind, we stay cool. Highs only into the lower 70s, but there is a warm-up on the way and a couple more chances of showers and storms this week. We'll have the details coming up later in the newscast.
All right. Thank you for that update, Justin. Police say they have arrested the man responsible for the attack in a North Dakota Walmart. 24-year-old Hilario Flores is in the Bismarck jail for alleged probation violations on theft of property and unauthorized use of vehicle charges. He's the guy police have been looking for since an incident in Mandan last week. Police say a vendor was approached by someone he didn't know inside the store on Friday. The man started yelling and swearing and then cut the vendor near one ear. The victim was treated at the scene and the store was evacuated. Be watching your email, phones, and fax machines tomorrow. The Minnesota Bureau of Criminal Apprehension is planning a test of the Blue Alert system. Those alerts are designed to help locate suspects when a local, state, or federal officer is killed or wounded in the line of duty. The BCA is testing the system to make sure it activates as expected and to help Minnesotans become familiar with what they would see and hear. Tomorrow's test is at 1:10 p.m. and will be coming via email, text message, or fax to Minnesota media and subscribers to the Minnesota Crime Alert Network. The test will not include electronic highway message signs. Now to an about face from President Trump and his ongoing trade war with China, pumping the brakes on his administration's latest round of tariffs on a number of Chinese goods. White House correspondent Peter Alexander has more on what this means for your wallet.
This morning, temporary relief for American companies and consumers after a rare retreat from President Trump, announcing he'll delay his threat to slap tariffs on some of the $300 billion worth of Chinese goods from September 1st until December 15th. The president, for the first time, acknowledging his actions might mean American consumers pay more.
We're doing this for Christmas season, just in case some of the tariffs would have an impact on U.S. customers.
Until now, the president's repeatedly insisted only China would pay a price.
The tariffs are not being paid for by our people. It's being paid for by China. It's been proven that our people are not paying for those tariffs.
The 10% tariff postponed on popular items, including cell phones, laptop computers, and video game devices, as well as many types of toys, clothes, and shoes. Apple and toy maker Hasbro among the companies publicly opposing the tariffs. The Trump administration also saying some products will be removed from the tariff list based on health, safety, national security, and other factors. The stock market rallied on the news, surging more than 370 points Tuesday, even as some economists warn the risk of a recession in the next year is growing, in part due to this escalating trade war with China.
The president has already imposed $250 billion of tariffs on Chinese imports. United Airlines is setting an earlier cutoff time for when pilots must stop drinking alcohol before flights. The airline is telling pilots they must abstain from alcohol for 12 hours before flights. That's up from the previous 8 hours. The change in the rule comes several days after 2 United pilots were arrested in Scotland and charged with suspicion of being under the influence before a flight to the U.S. Representatives for American Airlines, Delta Airlines, and Southwest Airlines say their policies follow the FAA's current standard of no drinking within 8 hours of duty. They said their airlines are not considering any changes. In our consumer alert this afternoon, Sunsetter is recalling 270,000 vinyl awning covers used with motorized awnings. According to the CPSC, the motorized awning can open unexpectedly when the cover is removed, posing risk of serious injury or death. The company has received 14 imports of incidents, including 1 death and 6 injuries associated with the product. Customers are urged to contact Sunsetter to receive free breakaway safety clips that replace the bungee tie-downs and ask for instructions on how to safely remove any installed bungee tie-downs. The North Dakota Highway Patrol has a new cute member on the force. Canine Blue is 11 weeks old and training with Trooper Steve Mayer. The Facebook post introducing him to the public already has more than 1,000 likes. Coming up at noon, it's a mistake no parent wants to make, but some do every year. We'll have a reminder for parents on the dangers of leading kids in cars on warm or hot days. But next, weather to plan your day.